In today's fast-paced world, success often seems elusive. Many of us aspire to achieve greatness in our personal and professional lives, but struggle to find the path to success. In this pursuit, we often look to successful individuals as models for inspiration. Brian Tracy, a renowned motivational speaker and author, is one such individual. Tracy has dedicated his life to studying success and has found that successful people are simply those with successful habits. The idea of habits may seem like a mundane and insignificant topic, but Tracy firmly believes that our habits are the foundation on which success is built. Habits are repetitive behaviors that we exhibit on a daily basis, and as such, they play a significant role in shaping our character, mindset, and ultimately, our success. Through his research, Tracy has discovered that successful individuals have certain habits that set them apart from others. In this video, we will take a closer look at Brian Tracy's philosophy on successful habits. We will explore the habits that successful individuals. 1. The role of habits in our lives. Brian Tracy once said, "Successful people are simply those with successful habits." This quote rings true as we examine the role of habits in our lives. Habits are the building blocks of our actions. They are the small actions that we repeat consistently that eventually lead to significant changes in our lives. Habits are powerful. They can either make or break us. The key is to cultivate successful habits that will lead us to success. Habits allow us to automate our actions, freeing up our mental capacity to focus on more important matters. By developing positive habits, we can create a positive impact on ourselves and those around us. In short, the habits we cultivate shape the direction of our lives. So, do not underestimate the power of habits and the impact they can have on your life. Choose to cultivate successful habits that will lead you to success. 2. Identifying limiting habits. Brian Tracy emphasizes the importance of identifying limiting habits and breaking them for a lifetime of success. Limiting habits are those that hold you back from achieving your goals, whether they are related to health, work, or personal life. These habits are often deeply ingrained in our daily routines, making them hard to recognize and even harder to change. However, identifying them is the first step towards transforming yourself into the best version of yourself. By adopting new, positive habits that support your goals, you can replace old, limiting habits and open yourself up to a world of unlimited potential and success. So take a moment to reflect on your habits, identify which ones may be limiting you, and commit to breaking them in order to achieve all that you desire and deserve. 3. The power of keystone habits. Successful people are simply those with successful habits, and one of the most powerful habits that can change your life is developing keystone habits. Keystone habits are small, positive changes that have a ripple effect on other areas of your life. By focusing on one keystone habit, you can create a domino effect of positive changes that will lead you to success. For example, if you make a habit of waking up early every day to exercise, you'll not only improve your health, but you'll also have more energy and focus to tackle other goals in your life. This will lead to increased productivity and a feeling of accomplishment. The power of keystone habits lies in the fact that they don't require a complete overhaul of your life. Small changes lead to big results, and by taking small steps towards your goals, you'll be amazed at how quickly your life can transform. Consider adopting a keystone habit today and start creating your path to success. 4. The process of habit formation. Habits are the building blocks of success, the rituals that shape our lives, and the foundation upon which we lay the groundwork for the future. Effective habits don't develop overnight. They require a process of formation. This process requires diligence, perseverance, and a clear understanding of how habits work and how to make them stick. In his book, No Excuses: The Power of Self-Discipline, Brian Tracy writes that successful people are simply those with successful habits. And the key to developing successful habits lies in the process of habit formation. By focusing on small, incremental steps, we can integrate new habits into our lives without feeling overwhelmed or discouraged. With consistency and a positive attitude, we can create habits that lead to lasting success and a fulfilling life. 5. Habits of highly successful people. Behind every accomplished individual lies a set of habits that contributed to their success. While these habits may vary from person to person, there are 5 key habits that are common among highly successful people. Firstly, they prioritize their goals and make a plan to achieve them. Secondly, they are disciplined and consistent in their actions, holding themselves accountable for their progress and results. Thirdly, they continuously educate themselves and seek out new knowledge and skills. Fourthly, they are proactive and take initiative to create opportunities for themselves. Lastly, they practice self-care and maintain a healthy work-life balance. By incorporating these habits into your daily routine, you can start to pave the way for your own success. Remember, success is not something that happens overnight, but rather the result of consistent effort over time. So, start building those successful habits today, and watch as they lead you towards the life you've always dreamed of. 6. Overcoming obstacles and staying on track. In the journey towards success, obstacles are inevitable. They come in many forms, such as lack of motivation, self-doubt, fear of failure, and distractions. However, as Brian Tracy emphasizes, successful people are simply those with successful habits. Therefore, we must develop habits that help us overcome obstacles and stay on track towards our goals. One powerful habit is to create a plan of action and break it down into small, achievable steps. Setting achievable goals and tracking progress will make you feel more in control and motivated. Additionally, surround yourself with positive influences and people who support your aspirations. By doing so, you will be more likely to stay focused and inspired to press on even when things get tough. Remember, obstacles are not meant to stop you, but to strengthen you and help you grow. Keep pushing forward, and with perseverance and positive habits, you will achieve success. 7. The transformational impact of successful habits. Successful people are simply those with successful habits. These habits aren't necessarily some grand feats or accomplishments either. Rather, they are small, intentional actions that are repeated consistently over time. When we transform our habits to align with our goals, we transform ourselves, unlocking our potential for success. The transformational impact of successful habits is truly remarkable. It can shift our mentality from one of stagnancy to one of growth, opening up new doors of opportunity and increasing our confidence along the way. It allows us to create discipline and intentionality in our lives, making even the smallest actions meaningful steps towards our ultimate success. So, if you want to shift your life towards a path of productivity, progress, and achievement, focus on those habits that will help you get there. Consistency, commitment, and perseverance will transform your life in ways you never thought possible. 8. Embracing change and reinventing habits. One of the most important habits that successful people possess is their ability to embrace change and reinvent their habits. Change may seem daunting at times, especially when it comes to changing our habits. However, we must understand that change is inevitable, and it is crucial for our personal and professional growth. By embracing change, we open ourselves to new opportunities and a wider range of experiences, which can lead us to success. Reinventing our habits can be challenging, but it is a necessary step in achieving our goals. It may require us to step out of our comfort zones, but we need to remember that growth happens outside our comfort zones. With a positive mindset and a willingness to adapt, we can turn change and habit reinvention into tools for success. Let us learn to embrace change and reinvent our habits so we can achieve our full potential and become successful in every aspect of our lives. In conclusion, developing successful habits can be the key to achieving success in life, business, and personal fulfillment. Brian Tracy's quote emphasizes that success isn't just about luck, intelligence, or talent. It's about the daily habits and routines we build that can lead to long-term success. By analyzing successful individuals and adopting their positive habits, we can increase our own chances of success. So, let's focus on creating successful habits that will allow us to become the best version of ourselves and achieve our greatest aspirations.